Let's get comfortable in the show. Peace to the gods. Oh, peace to the goddesses. Oh yeah. How y'all feel out there this evening, right? In the evening. We are here. I had something I would like to share. I have something I have to do. I have to do this, right? So I'm like, yo, let's do it for the family. So we're gonna start off here. And if I don't answer a lot of chats, it's cause I'm on my shit. I'm building, right? But I definitely would like to share today's conversation. And if anyone stops in, that's a bonus as well, right? Okay. So y'all know how I used to be like, just if in case you catch it, in case there's a playback or a repeat and you catch it, anybody, you know what I mean? Remember how y'all be like, them ones be good. This might be one of the ones, you know. It's not a caterpillar. It's not a caterpillar. We all know it's not. Have you ever seen a caterpillar? One of those things that you've never done in your life is you've never killed the caterpillar. Why don't we kill caterpillars? Because we know it's not a caterpillar. Self-identity. The thing about a caterpillar is that the caterpillar has to go through a whole journey in life. The caterpillar is born into an environment that is totally opposite from what he will be doing in the best part of his life. I don't know if you've ever seen a caterpillar, of course, but you've never killed a caterpillar. But seeing a caterpillar, you know that, hey, some caterpillars have fur, some caterpillars have horns, some caterpillars are poisonous, they have camouflage, they have to hide themselves, they have to blend in, and again, they are poisonous, they have to be toxic in order to survive the environment that they're in. But it's not a caterpillar. It's not a caterpillar. Peace to the gods. When you see a caterpillar, you know that it's something special. You actually hope it can survive and make it on to its higher self. When you see a caterpillar, you might actually feel sad because you know and you hope that if this caterpillar can just make it, can just survive through all of this muck and all of this mud, all of this garbage, all of these predators, all of this being a little small insect in a giant garden, that is something waiting for this caterpillar if it can survive because it's not a caterpillar. You ever wonder why a animal um, such as a caterpillar has to survive in the mud, in the muck, See, everybody assumes that being special and being something different is something that you're born into, but not in the case of the caterpillar. The caterpillar has clones. There are insects in the animal kingdom that imitate the caterpillar. There are moths. I'm sorry. There are larvae from flies and worms that mock and mimic the caterpillar. They mimic the style. They mimic the dress, the description. They even try to mimic the toxicity of these caterpillars. You see, this is the identity of a caterpillar. When a caterpillar is moving through their life, moving through their existence, do they have a choice of being a caterpillar? Do they have a choice of surviving this stage? Is there an option? Because again, it's not a caterpillar. A caterpillar does not know itself as a caterpillar. It might believe, it might think it's a caterpillar, but a caterpillar eventually will come to the understanding, to the self-realization that it is not a caterpillar. That's what we got to understand. Again, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about caterpillars, right? If we can bring this into yourself and you can reflect this into your life, that's wonderful. But right now, we just talking about caterpillars. We talk about how some caterpillars have to develop a sense of toxicity. Some caterpillars are what we call poisonous. Imagine, imagine. I say we see caterpillars and a lot of us feel sorry for them. We want to help them. We want to put them on a leaf. We want to put them on a high branch. We want to put them somewhere they could get some food because this caterpillar is destined for greatness. That's how we feel. With a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more information, with a higher self-view. But there are animals that exist in this animal kingdom. There are other insects that prey upon caterpillars. There are reasons why caterpillars develop toxicity. There are reasons why a caterpillar has to have thorns and furs. There are reasons why a god has to be transformed. You may develop a prickly skin. You may develop a poison. You may develop a fur. You may develop a spiritual armor, a physical armor to protect you as you travel on this journey. But again, it's not a caterpillar. We have to understand how many people out here know, how many animals in the animal kingdom know a caterpillar when they see one. Know that this caterpillar is going to be something better than it is in the animal kingdom, in the ghetto, in a projects. How many people can recognize that this is a caterpillar? This ain't a worm pretending to be a caterpillar. This ain't a maggot pretending to be a caterpillar. This is the authentic thing. Not too many. People see lunch, people see dinner. You may have to develop, or you may have developed a sense of toxicity. You may have put up a strong guard, a strong sense of fortitude, a fortification to protect yourself, because there are some people that know. There are some species of animals that prey on caterpillars, prey on their goodness, prey on their vitality. Vampires. Everybody doesn't want the caterpillar to be its true self. Some people would love for the caterpillar to stay a caterpillar, but it's not. Like, we have to get to a point in our life and our understanding when we can accept our defenses. We could accept that, hey, we might have had to become toxic based upon this environment, based upon some predators that exist throughout this spiritual journey. But that's not me. I'm not a caterpillar. I'm not toxic. I'm not prickly and spiny. We have to understand that, yeah, that these people are copying me. These people are imitating me. These people are trying to steal what appears to be the best of me. But we can't get stuck there because we are not that. That is not that. This is a part of a journey. That is not a caterpillar. That that armor, that lower self being that people want to imitate, that outside persona, that hard shell that people and animals and insects imitate and copy is not you, because you're not a caterpillar. It's not a caterpillar. You have to survive the mud. You have to be able to survive the mud, survive the mud, survive the projects, survive the ghetto, survive the colleges, survive the hate, survive the devil. There are birds of prey that love caterpillars, that love to get you before you get to be great. There are animals and instincts in this environment that would love to get you, love to hurt you before you get to be great. You might even grow up to be a fat caterpillar. You might even grow up to have mastered your surroundings and know where all the wonderful leaves is at. You got the green, you sitting on piles of green, and you know where the seasons change, and you know where to go get your water, and everybody in your neighborhood like you. That's the caterpillar. That's the cool cat. But that you're not a caterpillar. You can't get comfortable. The caterpillar cannot get comfortable in a state of being liked and being loved, knowing that it has higher self fucking agendas, that has higher self goals and higher self objectives. It's not a caterpillar. We can't judge it as it goes through the mud. We can't call it its process. We can't determine its future based upon its today. It's not a caterpillar. You are not your struggle. In the midst of it, with the vultures above, with the enemies of prey around you, you are destined for great things. You are not a caterpillar. It's an impossible journey. But every day we see brand new butterflies. Every day we see blessings, and we see grace, we see abundance, and we see joy. Every day we see somebody make it out. Every day we see somebody become their best self and live their best life. They are not. We are not. Don't become the mud. It's a process. We survive the mud. It's just a part of the process. You are not. It is not a caterpillar. You be the biggest caterpillar in the whole garden. You're being imitated by flies and and fleas and larvae, and everybody's copying you, and everybody wants to do you. But are you ready to change? Are you ready to propel yourself into your next self, into your true destiny? Are you ready to make yourself unknowable, unforeseen to the people that know you, that knew you, that might have loved you? Are you going to be stuck? Are we some stuck folks? Are we some caterpillars? And it's not a caterpillar. Like, the world is designed to have a person not see the process, not to understand the development, the growth, the maturation. We see struggle. We see opportunity. We see weakness. We don't want to give it the reality check that it deserves, that there is a process here, that ain't no caterpillar. That's a butterfly. That's a God. Once it goes through its journey, once it does its work, once it involves itself in the process and decides it's time to change, it's not a caterpillar. We are not our struggle. We are not the lost, the defeated, kidnapped and enslaved and illiterate and downtrodden. We are the gods. We are the butterflies. We are not the caterpillars. We are imitated. There are copycat moths singing "We Are the World," and there are copycat fly larvae talking about something. We all the same ass niggas. But it was never a caterpillar. It was never a caterpillar. It was always what it was destined to be. It was always who it was born to be. You are always who you are genetically. You in the midst of it. You going through it. You are being whole. But when you are ready to be you, guess what you're going to be the whole time? Like I tell you, the only thing about getting rich is you can only do it once, because once you get rich, you are getting rich the whole time. Once you become successful, you are working on your success the whole time. There is no time when you weren't working on your success, because you were successful. So it all came together. It was never a caterpillar. Never. You were never your struggle. It's a part of the process. It's the part of the process. Are we ready to take the process? Are we ready to enjoy the process? Because part of that process is turning ourselves inside out. Part of that process is seclusion. Are you ready to be enhanced? Are you ready to have wings? Are you ready to fly mentally? Are you ready to be free? Are you ready to be what you are destined to be? Because that is a process. That is a metamorphosis. It was never a goddamn caterpillar. Are you afraid of the process? Are you afraid to turn yourself inside out? You have to wonder, what makes a supposed, we gotta get technical now, an alleged caterpillar head to the cocoon? What makes an alleged caterpillar seek seclusion in order to build a cocoon? Is it the weather? Nah, it's not the weather. What is it? Is it a certain time of the year? It's just all butter? Not really. It's an internal clock. It's an internal connection. It's an internal knowing. When you know who you know and you know what you know, it's time to let it out. It's time to let it show. It's time for your brilliance to be arrived. It's time for you to be enhanced. Like, we're not using words like changed in this new paradigm, in this new understanding. There's no need to change. We are enhanced. We are in a process of enhancing. But there's no change for a butterfly because it was never a caterpillar. It was always what it was. It was always what it was. You're always what you are and who you're destined to be. It's time to enhance what we are. It's time to enhance who you are. It's time to enhance your abilities. Not to change anything, because you were never. You are. You can't be afraid of the process. We can't be afraid of turning ourselves inside out. We can't be waiting for a sign of the times. The change starts within. There's no, hey man, you work 40 years for the man, you get to retire. Here's your wings. Go get the cocoon now. You just got a degree from Harvard. Go get your wings. Go become a butterfly. It starts from within. It's the time where you get tired of having to survive the mud. It's the time where you get tired of having to crawl on your belly and beg these people that know you greater. People that know you can fly, that know you have a higher calling and a higher purpose, but they just love you. They know that you got a little something about you that can keep these big boys away from you. You keep the predators away. Everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance to make it to their destiny. You have to sit there and decide for yourself, who are you? Are you afraid? Are you afraid to be who you are in yourself, knowing that you are destined for butterfly? Are you afraid to survive the mud? Are you afraid to walk through the valley? It was never a caterpillar. It's all an obstacle. We see, again, we all see a caterpillar and we all might get scared. We all might get nervous and afraid for it. Oh, I hope it's going to survive. I hope it can make it. Why does it have to be a caterpillar? But every time you turn around, you see splendor. This is the process. This is the part of the process. We can't take that process from them, but we can be in true knowledge and understanding that it was never a caterpillar. We could give it some flower. We could give it a leaf and we could put it on a higher leaf and try to hope it stays safe. But we got to respect that it has a greater calling and it was never a caterpillar. It ain't no safe for the ones. Oh, this guy's toxic. Oh, well, the environment made him this way. The mud made him this way. Oh, this guy, he be trying to fit in. He be trying to blend in. Oh, the mud made him this way. The environment made him this way because I want to see him in flight. I want to see you in flight. They got us afraid of the process. They got us afraid to use everything we have survived and turn the substance out. To use everything we gained, all the information, all this lower self experiences to be the best we can be on a higher plane. We can't be afraid of the process. We can't be afraid of the process. We can't be naive to the fact that this is a process. You will never see a butterfly and call it a goddamn caterpillar. Never. You ever see a butterfly and call it a caterpillar? You won't do it. Because it's not a caterpillar, y'all. You are not your struggle. You are not your process. We are splendor. We are fantastic. We are exciting. We are grandeur. We are wonderful. We are oneness. But it's not a caterpillar. You have to understand that. Once you understand who you are, once you know who you are, once that change has started from within, once that process has become overwhelming and fulfilling, you have to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to be ready to change your environment. You got to be ready to leave everything that you thought you knew behind. Can't change by staying in the same place, staying in the same mind frame, staying in the same mentality, keep doing the same old dumb shit. That's not changing. That's not a metamorphosis. That's not a person ready to change, ready to be his higher self. Because when you see a butterfly, you don't see a butterfly on the ground. When you see a butterfly, you don't see a butterfly crawling on all fours, begging and groveling through the mud. You got to be ready to change. You got to be ready for wings and splendor and colors and glamour and glitz. You got to be ready to project your creativity and your excitement and your love for life and your day to day. That's not a butterfly. You don't get to go back. Ain't no going back. You have to be ready. When that change starts from within inside, you have to be ready to accept this. A wholehearted commitment. Peace to the gods and the goddesses. It was never a caterpillar. How's it going to be a caterpillar again? It was never a caterpillar. Why would it be a caterpillar again? There's no time clock for metamorphosis. There's no time clock for awakening. There's no set date or set age for oneness. It's a knowing, it's an understanding. It's when you are ready to blossom, when you are ready to turn yourself inside out, when you can share your and shed your pain and shed your hard exterior, when you can shed your thorns and your poisonous demeanor, your toxicity that was caused by your environment. When you're ready to shed that, that's when you can fly. That's when you can be beautiful and creative. When you're ready to put all of that together and take some of this and take some of that, but leave it all out there, is when you are ready to be your destiny. You don't know no poisonous butterflies. They ain't got to be. When you think of a fairy, you think of a butterfly. When you think of how is it, a fairy godmother, they giving her butterfly wings. Your higher self is goodness. Your higher self is fair. You don't bring toxicity with you to higher self. You don't bring hard armor and hard shells to higher self. You turn yourself inside out. You know what it is when you see it. You respect it. Okay, I appreciate it. Y'all gonna come on up or nah? It's good up here. It feel good on this side. But there is no going back to that mentality. There is no going back to lack and want and to despair and to hate and to self-loathing when you know who you are. when you make that decision to turn yourself into who you are truly, to be your true and complete self, there is no going back. You can't lose when you know you win. You don't try when you know you succeed. You know the process. It's a big deal to turn yourself into yourself. You be down here hanging with these moths, and some people might get you confused for these moth larvae and these other insects and animals that look and act and mimic caterpillars. But when you become who you are, you decide this ain't even, I don't even want to be around people pretending to be a lower self me. I don't even want to be around people pretentious to be lower self me. When this highest self destiny, when it's God level destiny. Boy, that's crazy, boy. You can never be a caterpillar again. You can never be a caterpillar again. Now you get to enjoy your life based upon knowing that you were, knowing that you were never, knowing that you survived, knowing that you could go through a process and survive, knowing that you could go through the mud and survive, knowing that there are enemies, there are obstacles, there are vampires, vultures, and predators after you, and you can survive. You are never your caterpillar. You are never anything less than your destiny, than your objective, than your goals. And you can never go back. You don't have to go back because you have that experience with you. You have that experience with you. You have that understanding. You have that knowledge of success, that knowledge of achievement. You have that high of accomplishment. You have the knowing of the process, the knowing that you can do it again. It was never a caterpillar. You were never your struggle. You are your successes. That caterpillar was never a caterpillar. It was always a butterfly. You'll never see a butterfly and call it a caterpillar. You'll never see a god and call it anything less. Once you, come on. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna end it on that one. That's a woo. Woo, brother, baby, that was gold. That was gold. That's that was good. That was a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love that one. Never a caterpillar. You ever understand this shit? A nigga never was. No matter what they say about you, no matter how they try to confuse you and put some name, how dare they call this shit a caterpillar? Why would you give this shit a name other than its higher self? They can't do that to us. They can't do that to you. They can't do it to us. They can't give you a name. They can't give you a label other than your true self, other than your divine self, other than your divine self. It's impossible. Woo! Caterpillar, ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Are you ready to be enhanced? Are you ready to be enhanced? This is enhanced time. This is enhanced time. Niggas want to change. They hate themselves. Whoo! They don't know what it's like. They don't know what it feel like. Want to change. Oh no, I want to change nothing. I want to enhance some shit. I want some wings. I want some wings. Y'all ready to fly? You ready to be what you are destined to be? Let these niggas run around here and tell you a caterpillar, tell you a struggle bunny, tell you ain't gonna be and you ain't never was and a stick. Huh? Boy, don't you know? Don't you know how disrespectful it is to run up on a butterfly and call that bitch come here, you caterpillar. Come here, land on me, you caterpillar. Like, you don't do that. You don't run up on a motherfucking guy and call it a struggle. Run up on a guy and remind it that it had to survive some muddy environment. It grew up in a toxic ass environment. But see, we not told to respect the thing. We not told to respect the thing. Everything is a part of that process. You can't be a butterfly if you ain't ready to go through the mud. If you ain't ready to survive the mud, no matter what we want from the nigga. Oh, please, I want to, like I said, we see a caterpillar and you want to take a caterpillar and put it on a tree and you want to make it high and give it some food and you want to be nice to this nigga. But if that nigga don't want to be a butterfly, whoo, can't be mad at the process, can't be mad at the mud, can't be mad at what you think you gonna do to a nigga. We just can't be afraid to take off that armor, take off them thorns, take off that prickly toxic skin and that poisonous mentality that we had to put on and master to survive the mud. Might have thought we was a caterpillar, might have thought it was a such thing as a caterpillar, because all these flies and all this, everybody want to look like a caterpillar. They want to look like you on your journey. They want to, you know, you know, they want to imitate you on your journey. The distractions, hang with us, and we gonna make it together, ass nigga. When change starts from within, is it ready? Is it wing time or not? Are you ready to fly? Are you ready for your highest self or not? Whew. It never was, y'all. Y'all got to understand that. I'm telling you, it's a whole new understanding. It's a whole new perspective. Don't let them put that on you. Don't let them put that on you. Don't let them put that on you. Oh, you toxic. I gotta be toxic. I grew up in the mud. Oh, you so mean and you so aggressive. I gotta be aggressive. I grew up in the mud. But when I reach my highest self, I don't have to take that with me. I get to shed that. I get to be vulnerable. I get to lead from the inside. I get to share what I know. I get to tell about the things I survived, the things I overcame in a lower self stage. But you'll never call me that again. You'll never disrespect me with a caterpillar type of titachishafina, huh? Boy, I'm excited about that, boy. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I remember excited I was about Spirit Rich, I'm excited about this. Like I'm more excited about this than I was excited about that. I'm more excited about this than I'm more excited about that. Understand? Because this is this. Once we all get to understand that, we get to understand us. I ain't got to correlate it to us. We know us in there. You see yourself in there. You see a person trying to tell you what you're not when you know that you got a journey, that you got to judge me by what I end up as, what I was destined to be. I was never that. I was just a butterfly on my journey. You dig? I was God on journey. I'm God in higher self motion. Can't sit there and label me by my struggle, by some shit a nigga had to go through. I had to survive. I had to elevate. I had to conquer. It happens. But I was sent to fly. I was sent to be great. I was sent to be beautiful. I was sent to be creative. I was sent to be giving. You don't get to go back. I'm trying to tell you, you don't get to go back. You don't get to go back once you're free. You don't get to go back. Once you turn yourself inside out, woo! Man, got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Just for the record, because this is about to go. As soon as we press in, you're not going to see this again. Woo! But I wanted to do it with you. I wanted to share it with you. But I'm not going to give this up to y'all. I mean, I'm not giving up to the vultures and the copycats. So as soon as I press in, this is gone. Woo! It'll be back, but it won't be back. You dig? Things I went through. This is it. I feel it. This is what we all need to know. We all need to be on the same understanding. When you see a vulture, when you see a adversary, a op, or something like that we call him, don't even trip, cause he don't want you. You know what I mean? He was never a caterpillar. It's always going to be the gods, no matter what they throw at us, no matter what it takes for us to enjoy this process, to survive this process. We're going to survive. It's always going to be butterflies. It's always going to be beauty in the world. It's always going to be us out here. Things that burnt me with a what? Come on. So it's that, man. It's that time. Like I said, y'all got any questions, man? Definitely ask and let me know. Cuz said, no doubt, cuz get it. Dream gets it. You know? And a caterpillar is that symbol. The caterpillar is that symbol. You know? It's that symbol of that. You sit there and you show what you don't know. By every time we call this motherfucker caterpillar, we show what we don't know. You know? We show our short-sightedness. We show that we don't have the connection to self. But like I said, a lot of us as kids, and when we see those type of animals and shit, we already know that right there is is something that needs to be protected. That's something that needs to be cared for and loved. And like I say, a lot of us hope that it makes it. You know? That's how our journey was. A lot of us, people see us and they hope that we make it. A lot of people see us and they hope that we survive. You know? I love this right here. I just wanted to share it with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna let it. I don't even. Like I say, man. Like at this stage, I just wanted to share it with y'all, bro, because it means so much to me. So we can be free. So we can understand that we are not. What did cuz say? She get it. She get it. You know what I mean? This is it. I mean, this is it. We go. If you are on your way somewhere, if you were sent here to be something, you were born to be something. You have the genetic makeup of something. You are not that. You are not a caterpillar. You are not a nigga in the process. It's a short change to ever call a butterfly a caterpillar. You can't. You can't do it. It's who it is. It's innate. It's in its DNA. It's just a process. We gotta love the process. We gotta respect the process. We gotta get excited about getting an opportunity to turn ourselves inside out. An opportunity to metamorphosize and to change and to grow and to be free and to connect back to source and be the best self we can be. Be our highest self. It's all in the fucking caterpillar. The whole ideology, the symbolism, the understanding. It's a goddamn caterpillar. But it's not a caterpillar. That's just, see, and that reinforces our teaching and our misteaching and our miseducation. Because we know better. We feel better. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect this whole process. Gotta respect this whole journey. This thing got love in it. This thing got beauty in it. Oh, it's toxic. Oh, it'll kill you. Don't pick it up. It's prickly. It might hurt you. It's a reason. It's going through the mud right now. It don't belong there. It don't belong there. That's not its true home. That's not where it's going to live out its best days. It's not where the future has in store for him. Why? Oh, why? It's a process. It's a process. You see? And I know we the ones that could, I'm telling you, bro, like, this is a different year, man. Like, I'm ready, man. I'm ready, man. I'm the caterpillar man. I mean, I'm a caterpillar guy. Don't even worry about me. I'm the caterpillar guy. You're going to do something, do it to the caterpillar man. Because I'm going to remind you constantly that there is not a caterpillar. It's not. They're fooling us. They're trying to hide it from us. They're trying to hide us from us. They're calling us everything but what we are. They're denying our connection. They're denying our access. They're denying our reality. Telling us it's a caterpillar. Telling us we aren't the ones. We aren't the connection. We aren't all things personified. It's a trick. And they teach these tricks in school. They teach these lies in school. You see? Somebody gonna tell you this and it's a caterpillar. No, brother. It was never a caterpillar. No, sister. You were never a poor, a little poor black and kidnapped person. You always God. It was always a butterfly. We were always destined to be our highest self. That's what they're gonna have to respect now. That's what they're gonna have to respect now. The caterpillar. The caterpillar. It was never a caterpillar. When you get reminders and little be reminded of the truth, it makes you feel good about being you. It makes you feel good about knowing that there is a better you inside of you that starts with you. Peace to the gods. There is a better you inside of you that begins when you are ready. That begins when you are tired of going through the mud. You get tired of surviving the mud because that's what that's all that is a process. They want to act like it's a whole different creature. This is a whole creature. We're going to study the no, nigga, this the God. It's the God. There ain't no problems. We gonna see this nigga flying his wings. It's still the God. No, I'm sorry. This is a caterpillar. This is a whole nother. No, this ain't the whole nother creature, dog. Don't play yourself. And we're not gonna let them play us anymore. We're gonna understand that we are who we are. We are not our struggles. We are not the middle of this process. We are the glory. We are the glory in the end. You see? Oh, your nigga, I done been through some shit. A nigga done did this to me. A nigga done did that to me. How you feel right now? Do you feel like you know better? Because if you don't, then it's going to happen again until you know better. Until you're ready to stop it. Until you're ready to turn yourself inside out and grow your own wings. God is comfortable living in this caterpillar shit. running around here with a bunch of imitating ass fly larvae, pretending to be caterpillars, and they can't grow. They don't have higher self access. They don't have God potential. But they mimic us. They imitate us. They try to make us feel comfortable when they try to hold us down. But we got to remember that it's not us. It was never a caterpillar. No matter how many friends you get on the ground, no matter how many friends you got in lower self world, oh, they so cool, they so nice, they my friends. Nigga, you can fly. Nigga, you got access to the motherfucking source. You got access to the key to all things. You gotta tap into that. They not really you. They just look like you. They just acting like you. It's the time when we gotta turn ourselves inside out. Become full. Become our highest self. And the image of that is that motherfucking caterpillar. They ain't a caterpillar. The reality of that, personified of that, is that caterpillar that ain't a caterpillar. Never was. It's a process. It's an opportunity. You ever see some niggas live in the clouds? They don't never get to know what it's like on the ground. That's why I be telling you, like, you only get to get rich once. Once you get to get rich, you know the process. You see, oh, this nigga lost his money and got it again. I lost it once, got it twice. It's a process. It's just, do you feel like going through this process? Cause you are this. You are this. You are the one at the end holding the victory, holding the wings and the butterfly. But are you ready to go through the process? Can you stop a caterpillar from being its true self as a butterfly? It's impossible. You can never stop it. It's just going through a process. Once you dig up on yourself and you catch that a nigga could never stop you from reaching your highest self, from reaching your true connection to the source. There's no going back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A nigga like me want as much challenge as I possibly could get. I want it to be hard. I want it to be difficult. I want it to be suicidal. Because I've been through a process that will kill motherfuckers. When I say the things I've been through would have murked you. The successes that you will achieve in your life will be unknown to people that's stuck in this imitation, copycat, mimicking stage. You got to be ready to be what you're destined to be. Ain't nobody going to tell you better than you when it's time. I got to get up out of here, bro. I got to get up out of here. These niggas don't want better. Fuck if they don't want better. I can tell them better all day. But when you know better, you do better. So obviously they don't know it. I'm just telling these niggas that they don't want to know it. So it's time for me to go ahead in my cocoon. Let me go ahead and zip. What Kyrie say, this human shit is getting tired. Zip. It's boring being a goddamn human when you got a motherfucking a butterfly pack in the back. That's the understanding of now. It's no more yesterday. It's no more yesterday. It's just now. It's a present. It's a gift, and it got a butterfly pack in the back. Somebody gonna sit up here and try to convince us that we supposed to be stuck. That we supposed to be. If you can be stuck, guess what? You're not. Okay? Because again, you cannot call a caterpillar a thing because it cannot be stuck. I'm not here to tell everybody that they won. I'm not that guy. I don't want to lie to you. Everybody ain't one. Are you one? You can tell me. I never ran up on a nigga and said, yo, you ain't one. You know what I mean? Y'all ever see me tell niggas, yo, that nigga ain't one. Huh? It starts within. It starts within. Everybody around here might have to develop a hard shell. Everybody around here might have to develop a little poisonous on the outerness, a little slick mouth, a little shade. But that's not you. That's not where you're going. That's not what you're destined for. You ain't got to be slick as God. You ain't got to be running and hiding and thinking everybody trying to kill you at your highest self level. You just got to be ready for the process. Man, it's going to be a good one. Y'all got any questions, bro? I'm about to let y'all get out of here. We got 5 minutes for an hour. Any questions? I'm about to let y'all get out of here. This joint's good. I'm trying to tell you, this joint's good, yo. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all better go ahead. Y'all better like this video, because I'm telling you, it's about to disappear. But I had to share it with y'all because y'all my family, and I love y'all. But it's about to disappear. I knew this joint. I know what this joint is. I know what this joint is. So please, give me a chance, y'all, to shine on my own shit, all right, one time. Because we got to share this right. I got a plan, y'all. I got a plan. But I wanted to share this with y'all. So, you know, because y'all deserve this more than anybody. Y'all need to know the truth, and this is y'all's. And that's where we at, bro. This is the highest level. I'm telling y'all, we advanced. Like niggas thought we was advanced last year. We more advanced. Cause again, at this level of advance, it's gonna seem simplistic. When you in tune, it's oneness. When you are like when they say, like I tell you, I don't have to research too hard because the shit is supposed to come. It's the attraction. It's the knowing. We all want to know how to use our gifts better. We're going to find out. I guarantee you. You all want to know how to enhance your abilities. You're going to find out. I guarantee you. Peace to the goddesses. That's where we're at right now. We're enhancing. We're doing better. We're having wish fulfillment. We're more advanced. More advanced. Motherfucker try to hold you down. You let them know you was never a caterpillar. It was never a caterpillar. It's the trick. It's the mind fuck. And you're not going for it. We're not going for it. Come on, y'all. Somebody ask me some questions, y'all. I don't want to keep talking. Come on, y'all. Y'all know this shit too good. I don't want to keep talking. Ask me some questions. Woo! We ain't playing with these niggas, man. We ain't playing with these niggas. Come on now. We going through a process. We ain't scared of that process. We know who we are. Fuck what they trying to tell you. Sit here, try to misnomer and try to give you a whole separate category and act like your higher self ain't a part of you. Act like your magical self ain't a part of you. Act like your God mind ain't a part of you. There's no disconnect. We are one. We just able to go through a process. Come on now. Come on now. Ask me some questions now. Come on, talk to me now. Come on now. This is just the process. That's what I'm saying. Like, we got to get excited about the process. We got to get excited about the process. They had it in the air like a nigga could not be. A nigga possibly might not be able to make it to butterflies. You know what I mean? Like, really? Is that a thing? Fuck out of here. But that's the trick. That's why they don't ever call a butterfly a caterpillar. Don't let them do that to us. Don't let them do that to us. Don't let them call a butterfly a caterpillar. Don't let them sit here and try to remind us of a struggle, remind us of some sucker shit, remind us of what we have to survive in order to tap into ourselves. Here we go. We might got a question. Let's go. Peace, God. No doubt, no doubt. Shout out to BK in the building. What about the 1,000 years of fake history? Woo. All right. It's not about this, so I can't. What about it? The 1,000 years of fake history is the caterpillar. You get it? Talk your shit. That's the caterpillar. That's the caterpillar. That's the Negro black and colored. That's the whole shit of a motherfucker can give you a whole history of some shit. That's the same nigga. That's the reason to detach a nigga from his motherfucking, from his reality. You got 1,000 years when you was going through some shit and they don't want you to remember that. You got to do it again. We got to do it again. It was 1,000 years of going through some shit of a higher self journey that they don't want us to tap into. They want us to think that we could just be stuck around some mimics, around some imitators. So what you do to, I said it earlier, what you do to a caterpillar is you try to be their friend. When you know some niggas got some shit that's special, you know they could leave. Because again, you have to understand that they don't have a history. They don't have a higher self. They don't have a future. You know? There is no butterfly in everybody's history and everybody's future. They don't want you to know that. So of course they're gonna give you 1,000 years worth of looking and 1,000 years worth of researching and digging into nothingness when we should be focusing on the mud. We should be focusing on the struggle and watching all the imitators and mimics. We should be getting sick and tired of having to crawl on our belly and pretend with these niggas that don't want to be better. That's what this 1,000 years for. It's to make you mad. It's to help you get your internal clock together and ticking. So now on are you ready to fly? Or are you gonna sit here and argue with these niggas about 1,000 years? You see? Because if they, cause see, like again, like people be like, yo, like why when I was doing what we was doing, why I didn't have to talk about news, I didn't talk too much about the popular shit, is because as long as they got us not talking about being butterflies, as long as they got us not focused on the overall objective, they win. Just having a discussion about the shit is a win for them niggas. You see? That's why we got to be able to put it in perspective. When we see that shit, label it just as a caterpillar. It all goes back to these motherfuckers trying to keep you from being who you are, trying to tell you that a caterpillar exists, that there is a thing separate from its highest self thing, from its complete journey, that they went and found something and made it into a butterfly, that it didn't have to go through what it had to go through in order to be what it was ultimately destined to be. They not separate. That's your 1,000 years. That's your lie. Afterlife and this life blend together. Why would it? Why would it? Why would it? Like, listen, it's all about intentions and shit. Why would it? It's all about intentions in the now. Like he's saying, he right. But why would it though? Like, see, like there is no afterlife. Stop it, y'all. We talk about this every day. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred. What is, I tell y'all what death is. The word dead only means hidden. There is no afterlife. There is no life. You see what I'm saying? I know that's crazy, but if a nigga gonna tell you it's a caterpillar, did the caterpillar die? Stop it. We gotta get out of that. We not too worried about what happens yesterday. We gotta love this struggle. We gotta know that there is greatness on our journey. They want us to think that there is a dead. A dead to us is wings. You dig? That's dead to these niggas because we're gone. You don't come back when you got wings. You don't come back when you metamorphosize. You don't come back after higher self. You're gone. They're stuck. They're larvae. They're fleas and flies. They're imitating the gods. They want to, again, like I keep telling, I told you about Halloween and shit. We don't do life. We don't do death. We keep speaking niggas' names into existence. We remind you of the shit these niggas did because they gonna come back. And when they come back, they gonna want to hear the story of the shit they did. You know what I'm saying? Life and death is they shit, right? Like we, like the nigga said, it blends together. We gotta, don't let them put this shit into some separate boxes. Don't let your power be discombobulated. Our power is in our existence, is in our experience, is in our survival. No one can want us to win. We cannot want this caterpillar to be a butterfly. It's impossible. You see? We have to respect the fact that there are people that want to keep us from flying. People that benefit off of keeping us in lower self. People that keep us from reaching greatness. You see? Though that exists in the world. Exactly, it is. We live in a soul kin. We live in a cosmic will. There is no stopping. This is a rollie. This shit don't ever stop. Why would it stop? Why would it stop? You see? Like, again, that's why we're here to master it. We're here to master this shit. Why would it stop? If every time we do it better. It gets better. They see, like, again, it's 1,000 years of fake history. I don't like to harp on it, especially on this world, but like I say, I show you all what we was doing for 1,000 years while some other niggas claiming to be in a cave. Oh, it's the ice age, yada yada. It's some over niggas over here eating fruits and vegetables. While it's 1,000 years, huh? It's some motherfuckers over here being butterflies while supposedly ain't nothing going on nowhere else. Okay, cool. We know the truth. We move accordingly. The niggas over here, the brothers over here, they know it's a continuing. They call it a Zolkin. Tzolkin. The cosmic will. And knowledge itself helps you understand that we are energy on this will. We help this will turn. We send ourselves back and forth and back and forth. We pick our parents, we pick our friends and things that we need on our journey to higher self. But every time the ones come, we come accordingly. We come as ready to be butterflies. We come knowing that there is more to our experience than where we are placed when we come. You see? Damn. I don't know what that means. So on that note, guys, I'm going to let you go. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Again, shout out to the guys. Shout out. I don't know if y'all good to see this, but look, shout out to the gods, man. I love when you call me out, man. I love that video. Man, I appreciate niggas for shooting that shit. That shit is dope. I think the world will benefit from that. I definitely appreciate that, man. Shout out to all the gods, man. I appreciate the love, the fun we about to have. And caterpillars, remember that, man. I will see you guys tomorrow. I wanted to do this earlier, but I wanted to get all my mind thoughts together, so I couldn't just do it as a class and make it, you know what I mean? I wanted to just do it. And it's gonna come again. Y'all see it again. Like I said, if you like it, you always know how to get it. If you save it, you should always be able to get it, but it's gone though. If nobody told you today, I love you, love being in love with you. Peace to the gods. Peace to the goddesses. Hey. See you guys tomorrow. God School AGS. Peace.